CNBC Africa's Kinetic Bomo caught up with Tapas Das, the CEO of NG Clearing, and discussed the expected impact on Nigeria's capital market ecosystem.
The launch of central counterparty means that now, in terms of stability, see, as I explained during the launch, if you look back by 10 years, there was a huge default which resulted in a lot of settlement defaults, and the market was completely disrupted. That's when the G20 countries decided that if there's a central counterparty who would be counterparty to all the trades, then maybe the market disruption will not be there. So this will bring a lot of stability, a lot of transparency, and also this will lower the cost. In fact, if we look at Japan and other countries, the cost of clearing bilaterally versus the cost of clearing through central counterparty is anywhere between 5 to 7 times more when it is a bilateral clearing. These are the main benefits, and also will guarantee the settlement.
Right, but how do you envision this will impact derivatives trading specifically?
See, without the central counterparty, when you trade, you have to bring in the entire amount because there is no margin system. So the moment the central counterparty is there, it will give confidence to the market that look, in terms of settlement, there is absolute guarantee. That's one. And second, the cost. So without the central counterparty, the cost will be more, and also the fear of failure of settlement that will possibly push back the participants from trading.
All right, but there's also that work that needs to be done in getting the investors, local investors here, educated around the risk around derivatives trading.
Absolutely, you are on dot. Investor awareness is the key now. So our plan is to do this series of programs along with the exchange, where the exchange talks about the trading part of it, and we talk about the risk management and the settlement part of it. This is an absolute must, and all categories of investors, not just maybe the institutional ones, the retail investors, the clearing members, the banks, the traders, the entire market needs to be aware of the risks in derivative trading. That's a fair point.
All right, well, in terms of the product pipeline, what can we anticipate? And especially, what sort of impact can we expect for the liquidity in the system?
Great question. Okay, in terms of product pipeline, obviously because this is new, we will start with the most vanilla and the safest product, which is the index futures. Post, and this will be all cash settled. Nothing will be settled physically. After a while, when the market learns the nuances of derivatives, from cash settled, we will move to single stock and security settled, all futures. Post that, we will get into maybe stock options and then move to other asset classes. As you might have seen, there is FX, there is other commodity exchanges like Lagos Futures and Commodities Exchange. We will move into commodity as next asset class, and then subsequently, with the interest of banks, we might look into FX as well as rates, which is fixed income.
But finally, before I let you go, in terms of, you mentioned some organizations that are at least ancillary organizations that you're going to be working with there. What are the capacity building initiatives that are going to be, that we can expect to ensure that at least all the other ancillary organizations can help achieve the outcomes that you desire?
Very good. See, in terms of capacity building, it's not in terms of numbers of people. We are highly, what should I say, technically, we are mostly mechanized. It's all automated processes, and the systems are quite robust. But still, in terms of asset classes, we need to make sure that you have expert in each asset class. Right now, we are concentrating on equity and commodities. As time progresses, we will make sure we have that expertise in other asset classes also.